With baseball season wrapped up, Charlie Gonzalez sat down with Dodgers reporter and CSUN alum David Vassegh to discuss his time in college, his journalism career, and the World Series.
Hello, I'm Charlie Gonzalez, and I'm sitting here with a very special guest, a CSUN alum and a Dodgers reporter, David Vassegh. David, thank you for sitting down with me today.
Hey, Charlie, thank you for having me.
As I just mentioned, you graduated from CSUN. What's it like being back at your old stomping grounds?
Wow, it's a change for the better since I left here. It's grown so much, and the facilities, including where we're sitting, were not here when I was going to Cal State Northridge, but it has grown to have such a great reputation of great broadcasting and journalism. That's what it's known for. So very proud when I say CSUN as where I went to school.
How was it covering the World Series and also riding on the top of the bus during the parade through downtown?
It was a dream come true, Charlie. Just coming to class every day here at Cal State Northridge. I always had that dream of one day either being a host for the Dodgers radio or a host of the Lakers radio shows and being a sideline reporter. That was all I thought about. When I was driving here, I'd be listening to sports radio. When I'd leave school, I'd be thinking about sports radio because that just was my vision ever since I was in 8th grade. And I had a lot of no's, a lot of people not believe in me, but I believed in myself. And I was able to, when I was going here to Cal State Northridge, intern, pay for my tuition by working at Costco, and then come into school. But being able to have something that the city hasn't experienced since 1988 when the Dodgers won with Oral Hershiser back then. Obviously 2020, the pandemic, no parade, but to be part of it and to be able to share the players' emotions, that is a dream come true. And I was so happy for them because they deserved a parade in 20.
Yeah.
And I was happy there were still a lot of guys on this team that played on the 2020 Dodgers.
And speaking of the 2020 Dodgers, earlier this week you were at the Justin Turner Foundation Golf Classic, and there were some former Dodgers there, Justin Turner and Corey Seager. What was it like talking to some familiar faces from that 2020 team?
Man, Charlie, you're gonna get me emotional. It was great to see those guys. Great to see Seager, who I knew since he won the Minor League Player of the Year award back in 2014, and then when he broke in 15. I've known him basically his entire professional career. So our bond didn't stop right there, when he left the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing is creating these relationships, but also nurturing the relationships, even though they're not on the Dodgers. And Justin Turner, will forever be known as a Dodger. His 9 years in LA were really special because of how much he poured into his craft on the field, but even more how much he cared about people in the city of LA. And I don't believe it's a coincidence him being from Southern California played into that. So two really special guys, and it was great to see them. It was great to see a player that I've admired from Harvard Westlake, Pete Crow Armstrong, got to interview him. Nomar Garcia-Parra was out there, so it was great to see a lot of support for JT.
What's a typical day of work like as a Dodgers reporter? Like from when you wake up to when you go to sleep, and it can even be when you're on the road with the team.
Typical day ends at midnight. I started at 6:30 in the morning, waking up, helping the kids get dressed, getting them to school, and then from there, try to do what I need to do in life before the phone calls start coming in. I like to get to Dodger Stadium between 4.5 and 5 hours before first pitch for a World Series game. Regular season game, I get there 4 hours before because that's when players start to come out, start to work out. Great time to talk to them. Great time to get the interviews that you need. Dave Roberts does his pregame interview session. You have to be there for that. I have to record my pregame segments and record a segment with Rick Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Pregame show starts live at 6 o'clock. First pitch at 7:10. Dodger Talk starts immediately after the final out. If the Dodgers win, I'm on the field for an interview, come back up, start the show. If they lose, I stay in the booth, start the show, ends around 11:30 or midnight.
One final question. What's one thing you want to do in your career that you haven't yet done? One box that hasn't been checked.
Interview Pat Riley.
Interview Pat
I've never
Riley.
interviewed Pat Riley, who I admired so much as the head coach of the Showtime Lakers. I've never had the opportunity to interview Pat Riley. That's on my bucket list. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, and thank you for being here. You taking time out of your day to when you got to go to Sportsnet LA and El Segundo, you came out here to Northridge. Much appreciated.